Today, we will talk about handling strings in Java. String handling in Java. As you all know, strings, they are an object. Okay. Now, string handling in Java, they can be done in two ways. First, we'll see the very simple method and then we'll go to the next method. Okay. Now, to create a string object, you can use the class called java.lang.string to create a string object. Now, there are two ways in which you can create a string. Kindly mute everybody. Everybody kindly mute. There are two ways in which you can create a string object. One is directly assigning it to a string variable, like, string s, a string literal, s is a string literal, and then you assign a value to the string. That is one way in which you can do it. The other way is creating an object with the help of a new keyword. String s is equal to new string, and then in the bracket, you will be giving the word. Okay. So there are two ways in which you can do a string. One is either you assign it directly or you do it with the help of a keyword. This is for assigning. How we will read strings later, we will see it after a 5-10 minutes. Okay. Now, to read strings in Java, there are many methods. There are many methods in which you can read strings in Java. The same can even be used for int, float, char, and all that. We will be seeing three methods. One is using buffered reader class, one is using a scanner class, and one is using a console class. We'll see one by one. First, let us see what do you mean by a buffered reader. Hope you are taking down points. Okay, so I have the first one, using a buffered reader. Buffered reader, from the name itself, you can understand it is a Java class. It reads text from your input stream. Okay, it buffers the characters so that you can read a character. It can be an array, it can be a string. You can read whatever with the help of a buffered reader. Now, buffered reader, we normally use a method called read line method. Buffered reader class is considered to be an efficient method for reading strings, but the code writing is a bit lengthy process, but still it is considered to be a very efficient way to read strings. The next is something called a scanner class. Now, when you use the scanner class, you have to import the java.util. Util means UTIL, utility package. You have to import the java.util package. We will see it when we do programming. And then you can read int, double, strings, anything you can read using your scanner class. It is considered to be a very, very easy method using the scanner class. But the problem with using scanner class is it is not considered to be a synchronized method. Like, when you want to do threading and all, scanner class will not work much. But still, scanner class, it is also very widely used. Then the next, you have something called a console, CONSOLE, using a console class. In console class, you can access character-based console devices associated with your JVM. Like, very simple. You can get things from your input and then put things onto your output. Console class, it was supported in Java only from JDK 6. Up till JDK 6, you did not have something called a console class. For us, it will perfectly work. It is very easy. The coding is very easy in console class. But again, the problem is not all IDEs support console class. So even if you have all these methods, it is actually a trade-off. You can use whichever you want. I will teach you all three. You can use whichever you feel comfortable. Okay. Now, together with strings, we will even learn something called string functions. You can quickly write it down. string functions. Or I can share this PPT with you. If you have your camera phone, you could quickly take a photo of this. I'll quickly go through all the functions. To find out the length, you have S1. S1 is my string, dot length. Now quote point at. Quote point at means it returns your Unicode point character at a specified index. So if I give quote point at 1, it gives me the Unicode at that particular 1th. Okay, then for concatenating, you have dot concat. To find the substring, you have dot substring. Inside over here, you will be giving the index. So if I give 1 over here, the substring at the 1th position will be given. If I give substring 1 comma 5, like, you know, let's say I have something called RAJAGIRI. Numbering will start from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I give substring of 1, A will be given. A will be displayed. If I give substring of 1 to 5, from the 1th till the 5th. Okay. Now if I give in comma within, a particular string called in will be replaced with the within. S1.trim means if I have any spaces in between, all of them will be trimmed away, just like you trim off your beard. Trim off your beard or your mush, all the spaces would be compacted. You can convert it to uppercase, you can convert it to lowercase. Now all these, all these will give you a true or a false. They will give you an output of a Boolean. If S1 equal to S2, you will get true. Okay, this is so this and this, you'll get the same answer to check the equality of a string. Okay, you can check equality of a substring together with a parent string. Take off a substring 0 to 4 and then check the equality. Then you can again check equality ignoring the case. Equals to is case sensitive. This is case sensitive. This is not case sensitive, not case sensitive. Then you can do a comparison. You can check whether it starts with, ends with. We will do all of these. We will do all of these today. Okay. So hope you're getting an idea about what are string functions. Just like you have something called string, you have even called a class called string buffer. String buffer and string, they do the same things, but you know, their functionalities are a bit different. You can assign value to a string buffer just like you do in a string. You can either directly assign it or you can use a keyword called new. Okay, string buffer is considered to be more fast. It is more fast and, you know, less memory when you do many functions. String is considered to be a bit more slower and it takes much more memory. Another main difference between string buffer and string is string buffer is mutable while string is immutable. Now, mutable means you can change the value of the object. Whenever you can change the value of an object, you say it is mutable. Immutable means you cannot change the value of the object, but you can change the reference to the object. Okay, immutable means you cannot change the value of the object, but the reference can be changed. Now, immutable classes or the string class, it is considered to be good when you do threading. We will learn threading in the next module. Okay, threading. String class or immutable classes, they are more efficient when you do threading. That is why you say string classes are thread safe. Hope you are taking down everything. String classes, they are considered to be thread safe. Okay, and usually when you do, you make your string class even final so that, you know, nobody else inherits from that. String buffer is mutable, which means, you know, it is not thread safe. it is not considered to be thread safe. Now, string buffer also has functions similar to your strings, but all the functions will not work in both. String buffer, you can find out the length, you can append, insert, you can even do a reverse, replace, then you can find out the capacity. Capacity of a string means, of a string buffer, Usually when you create a string buffer, the default capacity is 16. The default space it takes is 16. Okay, the more the incrementing happens with 16 into 2 plus 2. These are things which are usually used asked for your aptitude. They're usually asked for your aptitude. Any size, like imagine you give a 17 length, it means it is 16 into 2 plus 2. For that 1th, you will get an additional space. And then to check the character, and then to check the code point. Code point, as I told you, you will get your Unitext, Unicode character at that particular index. Okay, now we will see things with the help of a program. Okay, now, as I told you, there are three ways in which there are many ways in which we can read strings. We will initially see the three ways. Choice is yours, whichever method you want to do. So, I'll have my program as string read 1. Okay, the first method I have string read 1, the second method string read 2, and then, okay, let me save my program. Only if you save, you can see things colorful. File, save as personal live control v dot java. Okay, things are now prettier, more colorful. Okay, hope it is visible for you. Now, the first one, which was it? The first one is buffered reader, right? Buffered reader. Okay, now you are planning to read it through the buffered reader. As I told you, this is considered to be a very efficient, though it is a bit lengthy, it is considered to be an efficient method. This is, the working is similar to your data input stream. Okay, you create an object, br is equal to new buffered reader, and then I create my input stream, new input stream, because I'm planning to read things inside. So I have new input stream reader, new input stream reader. Okay, system.in, because I am planning to read in from my keyboard. This is similar to your, the statement will be similar to your data input stream. Okay, only thing is I am creating a buffered reader. So I'll just have a system.out.println. Enter a string, Control C, so that I get a display on my command prompt. Enter your string. Okay, now I have a buffered reader and I have entered something. Now look here, I have to read the line over there. And then I am reading it into a string. String S is equal to br dot read line, and then I've read my line. The line is read, the string is read, and here I give the entered string is, I can give, what was my string, plus S. Okay, this is how you read a string with buffered reader. To have all these things, buffered reader and all this work, you'll have to import java.io, java.io.star. Okay, you import the IO, the input output functions. You create a buffered reader. You take in your input stream through the keyboard, and then you read your line. That's it. Okay, I'll save my program. I'll execute my program. Okay, Hope you can see my command prompt. String
Ma'am.
read one. String read one dot Java. Okay. Java import Java dot IO. Let me just check where the error is. String s is equal to, okay, just put it in a try catch. We'll put it in a try catch. Okay, we've run the program, we've entered a string, and the whole string has been read. So I'll take back my program. I'll take back my program. Okay, so this is what I've done. There was an exception which I caught. I directly, instead of putting a try catch over there, I directly gave throws IO exception, which means, in case an IO exception is there, it would be caught. Please have down the program. String reading with the help of buffered reader. Next one was with scanner. We'll go for scanner. Now, as I told you, scanner, you will have to import utilities. util.star. Detail about utilities we will learn later. But anyway, for that to work, for the time being, import java.util, because scanner comes under the utility package. Now, you will not have IO exceptions over here. I'll just delete this off. In case we're having an IO exception, we'll just add that particular line. I'll just delete off these lines. I will delete off these lines and I will write my scanner code. Okay. Similarly, create an object for scanner. I will write new scanner. You directly read in, you directly read in. You don't need to have an input stream reader. You will directly read in, enter your string, and here I will assign it. String s is equal to sc dot. You had read line in your buffered reader. Here read line will not work. Instead, you will have to have a new function called next line. You will have to have a function called next line, and then the same thing. The entered string is plus s. Let me save my program into a new name, string read s2. File save as string read 2, string read 2.java. I'll save my program. I'll run my program. Java C string read 2.java. Yeah, that's a perfect program. So you need not give a exception catching over there. String read 2. Okay, enter your string. I work here. Yeah, the whole thing has been taken. Is the output clear for you, Alshin? You enter a string and the string is being read by the JVM. Can I take my program, Alshin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is how you do reading with the help of a scanner. Reading with the help of a scanner. As I told you, the code is easy. The code is very easy. The only problem is it is not very synchronized. Now, you can have this function also. This is to read a line, to read a line of text. Okay. Instead, you can have this. Let's see. Control V. I'll just give a small modification to my code. Okay. The difference between next line and next is next line, a whole line of code will be read until an enter key is encountered. Enter key means next line. Okay. Next means it will go on reading until you encounter a space. Okay. So this will read a line of text while this will read a word. I'll just show you how it executes. Just let me know if I'm not, if you're not able to see the command prompt, okay? Hope you're able to see the, okay. Uh, this is an apple. Okay. The only first word is being taken. We'll be getting the difference because, you know, it will read function, read method will read only until a space is encountered, while read line will go on reading until a enter key is encountered. Okay, you can have both, how to read a line of text and how to read a word. Please have down the program. This is the second method, how to read it with the scanner. Okay. Now we will see with console. We will see with console. I'll just rename it to 3. I'll just delete off all these code. I'll delete off all these code. Now, this is actually the easiest code. Okay, for people who are lazy typing, this like me, this is the easiest code you can ever think of. I can give, like, say, string f. String f is equal to, you directly read from the machine, string console read line. That's it, the code, a very easy code. System dot console dot read line, and you get, I'll just save my program in another name, save as string read 3 dot java. I'll run my program, java c string read 3 dot java string read 3. Okay, I am able to read my string. Okay, now we are going to do string handling with string. Anyway, you have now learned how to read strings. I've deleted all that code. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll make ready-made strings. String s1 is equal to new string Rajagiri, and then I'll even have one more string, control C, control V, string s2 is equal to new string Alshin, and you know, I'll have some space also in between so that, you know, the trimming also can work. Okay, I'll save my program, file save as string demo. Oh shit. File save as string demo.java, string demo.java. Okay, string demo.java. Very simple. I'm going to just do all these functions, control C. Okay, now this is how you do it. Okay, you can write all your SOPs over here, like, you know, length is, and then plus S1. Okay, I'll not go for all that. Control X, we'll just see everything. We'll just see the output of everything. This is for concatenation. This is for concatenation. This is to find the substring. This is to find the substring. Okay, this is to find substring from 1 to 5. 1 to 5. This is to replace something with, okay, in S1 replace IN. I do not have IN, so I'll replace AJ. This AJ should be replaced with within. Okay, this is to trim my spaces, that, you know, this space will go away, this space will go away. This is to convert to uppercase. Okay, just have it all down. It's very easy. Actually, I should have given this as a self-study. But anyway, we'll just do it. What is the harm in doing? Okay. Hope you're able to understand, Alshin.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just, all the functions which I had in my PPT, I just copied it over here and then I'm just working it. S1 equals to S2. I'm checking whether they are equal. This is the substring, whether they are equal. This is, I'm ignoring the case, Control X, Control V. Yeah, I'll delete everything. Okay. I'm just working all my string functions. I'm working all my string functions. Hope the code is okay for you. Very simple code. Okay, let's run my program. I'll just save it. Java C string demo dot Java S1 dot. I forgot a dot over here. Can you see a dot missing over there? I'll just put
Yes,
that
ma'am.
dot. S1 dot substring. S1 dot substring. Java C string demo. Okay. Java string demo. Okay. I'll read the output of everything. Length of Rajagiri is 11 because I had spaces inside. Okay. This is the output. 97 is the output of the Unicode character code point at. Okay. I concatenated S2, Alshin, and Rajagiri together. Okay. The next is substring of Rajagiri. Okay. So that 1th character was taken away and then from 1th, everything was coming. The next is substring between 1 and 5. R is a 0. So then I got the remaining. This is, I replaced Rajagiri's AJ with within. Okay. Oh, the trim didn't work. What happened? Okay. Trim didn't work. Let's find out. Then we had to convert everything to lowercase. This is to check whether both of them are equal, whether the substrings are equal, case sensitivity, and all of that. Hope the output is very clear, Alshin. It is a very simple output. I'll take my program once again. Okay, you can take down the program. It is a very simple program to show how strings are handled in Java using a string, using the string class. Okay, you need not take down the program because it is just a copy paste of all the functions. I will pass on the PPT to you so that you, the same way which I did, copy down all the functions from the PPT and then just do a copy paste. You can work with almost every function.